Hey there, boys and girls. It's Ralph Garman here. Listen, if you like Hollywood Babble-On, I think there's an excellent chance that you would like The Ralph Report, my daily podcast, Monday through Friday. Not to mention, if you sign up now as a 4-star general supporter to The Ralph Report, you get full access to the entire back catalog of Hollywood Babble-On. A decade of Hollywood Babble-On at your fingertips for being a 4-star supporter of The Ralph Report. Want to sign up? You can find The Ralph Report on Patreon.com. Just go to www.patreon.com/The Ralph Report and sign up today.
Hey, man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and I just got popped, man. Can you believe it? That's right. The good folks at Funko Pop have made me a pop again, and this time they called me a director. That's right. Finally, somebody said it. I'm a director, and guess what? I am Director Pop number 37. 37? I'm 37? That's right. You want a Kevin Smith Director Pop wearing a written and directed by Kevin Smith shirt? You go to Amazon.com/Jay and Silent Bob right now. That's right. Amazon has a Jay and Silent Bob store, and you can find all sorts of fun stuff there. Masks, shirts, hoodies, and whatnot. But right now, get your hands on one of these little Kevs, man. You can pop them anywhere. Lube them up and pop them anywhere you like, man. So if you're lost, ladies and gentlemen, and you're looking for a little direction in your life, Funko's got you covered. Order the Kevin Smith Director Pop. It's an Amazon exclusive, so you got to go to Amazon.com/Jay and Silent Bob. Get yours now, man. Pre-order it, and you'll receive it December 12th. That's right. It'll ship just in time for Christmas. What are you waiting for? Get direction. Get the Director Kevin Smith Pop, only from Funko and Amazon.
It's time to babble the fuck on. It's Hollywood Babble-On with your hosts, Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman.
It is an October night in Hollywood, so let's babble the fuck on, man. I'm Kevin Smith.
I am Ralph Garman.
Yes, he's back. Back from the dead, man.
COVID-free.
You may have heard Ralph had quote-unquote COVID.
I did.
Last week or the week before.
About 8 minutes, apparently.
Tell him what happened for those that don't follow the Ralph Report. And if you're not, what the fuck? Go to ralphreport.com and join now. We'll wait.
They're there now.
All right, you think so?
Yeah,
all right, fair enough. All right, fuck, man. Tell us what happened.
Well, I'm working on this film with our buddy, Dr. Josh Roush, and his lovely wife, Olivia, and they've been busting their humps trying to get this little ultra-low-budget film made. And they're kind enough to give
Titled
me...
Wrong Reasons.
Wrong Reasons, yes. And they've been kind enough to give me a lovely
huge
role
part.
in it.
You got a meaty part.
Yeah.
Thick, meaty, like Ralph's balls.
That's right. So we've been shooting for the month of September, and the final weekend of shooting rolled around. And, of course, everybody has to go and get their COVID-19 test because everyone's getting protocols, and we're all going to keep safe. So I roll up, and I get my test, and I get a call the next day from a doctor at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center saying, these calls are always hard to make, but unfortunately you've tested positive for COVID-19. And I was like, how the fuck did that happen?
At which point you're like, I guess I'll get my affairs in order.
Well, I felt fine, and I knew I hadn't been anywhere in the 2 weeks in between tests, so I was dubious, to say the least. But
the only factor is the kid, right?
yeah, exactly. That's my biggest concern always. And she's virtually learning, so it wasn't like she was in school or anything. So,
So she wasn't the carrier, potential carrier.
No, I was afraid I gave it to her somehow. You know?
Oh, I would have thought vice versa. If I was you, I would have been like, get over here. Why'd you give me COVID?
I would have if she had been anywhere too. You know, that was the thing. I couldn't contact trace myself into this picture at all.
Right.
You end up in your mind being like one of those guys in the squirrely detective movies where he's got the red string with a bunch of pictures on the corkboard with the thumbtacks.
Did you finally arrive at the conclusion that I've been poisoned?
Yes. The calls are coming from inside the house. So I realized the worst news was going to be either my kid being sick or that I'd gotten you sick, or Eddie Pence, the guy I work with on the Ralph Report. My biggest concern was, who did I screw up?
Stop kissing dudes. You won't have to worry about this.
That's true.
Keep going.
Secondly, I was like, oh, these poor kids are trying to make this movie, and I'm the lead in these scenes that we're shooting, and now they can't do it.
You are just fucking your friends over with your selfish fucking coronavirus. Oh, I want corona. And we all got to wait.
I felt awful. And so there's nothing I could do. And so I said, I'm going to take, to the advice of a good friend said to me, you should get a second test, he said to me.
Wise man.
Yes.
Or woman.
Wise.
I'm assuming it's a guy.
It was a man in this particular case. Well, as far as I know.
Got off the hook on that one. Well, you know what? It sounds like a guy who is very in touch with his feminine side. Very. Yeah.
Yes.
Balanced.
And he had a similar experience with his own daughter who had gone through a positive test.
What did that filthy kid get up to?
And then when she got retested, it turned out that she was not, in fact.
One of the false positives that you hear about.
So I went and got one of those quickie tests. You know, I learned so much about this testing.
Back alley
process.
Quickie test?
Back alley, yeah. They did it rectally, which I didn't know was even an option initially.
Psst, come here.
I'm going to test you.
Hey, yeah, come here. Come behind the dumpster. Why? For your test. Is this where we're doing it? Sure.
I got to take a swab.
Now take your pants down. What? Take your pants down and brace yourself. Don't move. I got to get in there so I can get the COVID out.
Why is one of the Bowery boys giving me a COVID test?
Why are you believing him?
Listen, you mugs.
You're like, well, I guess I better take my pants down. In this. I get my COVID test in an alley.
I pull up. You do?
Yeah, I do, but not from that dude. Fool me once, shame on you. When I realized it was the next building down. My doctor comes down. Not my doctor, but my doctor's nurse. Comes down and jams a stick up my nose. I pull up, they jam a stick up my nose. She's like, bye.
Yeah.
That simple. And I got a flu shot the same way.
Yeah.
She came up, she stuck the thing up my nose, and she was like, okay, and you want a flu shot? I said, yeah. Jacked up my fucking, bam, she hit me right there, and without even leaving the car. I gotta tell you,
you kind of like that life, don't you?
I'm not that against the brave new world of COVID. Nobody wants to fuck with you. Everybody's like, pull up and get the fuck out of here. All
transactions happen in your vehicle or your home,
and you only spend like long amounts of time with the people you want to spend time with.
That's true.
You know, it's not. I'm not saying, look, we want this horrible thing to end, but that being said,
you're in no rush.
We want some things that have now, taken place because of that.
We can evolve
to remain firmly in place.
Yes.
Number one, the Zoom pitch. Holy fuck. Fuck ever going into somebody's office and fucking trying to sell a story ever again. I'm happy to do it over the computer screen because you know what happens at the end of it? If they don't buy it, I don't feel bad because I'm like, well, I didn't leave my room.
Didn't cost me nothing.
I was sitting here smoking a joint. I was probably just going to watch another fucking Rick and Morty anyway. So that half hour, whatever. I made some
gas
jokes.
Money. You're out nothing out of pocket.
Not whatsoever. Yeah. And so I like that. When I go and pitch someplace else, I'm like, I drove all the way to fucking Santa Monica and you don't have the decency to commit $20 million to a series?
That long ride in the elevator back down to the lobby where you're doubting what you said in the room and what
not even that
was.
It's more outrage. I don't doubt myself. I doubt those fools for letting me come all the way out.
I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking.
Self-doubt. What are you kidding me? I got the goods. They're too stupid to buy, Ralph. And then you got to sit on the fucking freeway all the way home, just like, behind so much traffic. Takes you an hour to get back. And the whole time you're hating the people that you pitch to who are not buying your show.
Right.
Now, I got nothing. Now I'm like, I got nothing against these people. You don't buy a show? Go fuck yourself. But not like seriously, go to hell and fuck yourself. Yeah. More just like, I get it, whatever. But that didn't cost me. There's no
screen down. Boop, click.
I like this Jetsons world when it comes to pitching. All right.
So you recommended I get another test, and I did.
What the fuck do you tell them for?
Oh, shit! I blew your secret identity.
God damn it!
So I jumped on the quickie test, the 2-hour turnaround test. And I said, if this is positive, then I'm confirmed, then I'll know what the sitch is. And so I went in and they did it. And 2 hours later, they say, no, you're clear. You're free. Now, there's two different kinds of tests. There's a PCR test, which actually locates the genetic material of the virus.
Right.
And then there's the quickie test that just finds proteins that live on the virus that they can detect more easily.
The quickie test they find what the strain of the virus left on the pant leg and the fucking belly, a shoe.
On the blue dress in the Oval Office.
To make it historical, yes.
So that came back negative. So I was like, oh, fuck. Now, because the first one is supposed to be the real deal, sort of ultra accurate. The second one's pretty good, but not quite as good. So I said, now I got to go back and get the other one again. And so I did a third test.
Up your nose with the rubber hose one.
Yes. And I did what you did. I went to the doctor's office in the parking lot. It was funny because they had several people waiting.
Hey, come on over.
I know you.
I've heard about you, buddy.
This place had those little orange cones they put on your car when you go in to get serviced at the dealership with the numbers on them, So everybody had one on their hood. It was like we were waiting for an oil change.
It's crazy, isn't it? Where they're just like, no, don't come upstairs.
No,
we'll meet you in your car.
Yeah.
You're like, but isn't this dirty? They're like, well, not as dirty as being inside would be.
For us.
Yeah. Fuck off.
So they came out, rolled the window down, took a swab of my brain this
Stuck
time.
up your nose and broke it off and shit.
Yes, exactly. And then that one came back negative as well. So I was like, well, that was the tiebreaker. Fuck them. I don't have it.
At that point, just like Harley, some weeks back, you realized you had a false positive.
Yeah.
The first time out, you're COVID free.
Yes.
When you thought for a second that you might have COVID, where you're like, I got to write a will. Like, were you scared?
I wasn't.
I'd be terrified.
Only because
you're fucking old, bro. You're in that category. Like me, I had the heart ailment, so that makes it worse for me. But like, we're both in that. And now there ain't no age for COVID. Now it's just across the fucking board.
Yeah, people of all ages and walks of life and in all different kinds of shape get all different kinds of sick. So had I felt the least bit unwell, I think I would have been more panicked. But I felt fine. Like really good, actually.
And you're a single dude.
Yes.
If I'm you, I'm single, and I'm finding out that I got COVID, I'm figuring out how to get sex before I die without giving somebody else COVID.
Ooh, that's
I'm up
tricky.
front with them, I know, but I'm like, come on, I'm going to die. Fucking let me rubber up and help me out here.
You're going to get a body condom? You're just going to do everything? Glory hole's your only option at that point.
Well, I don't want to like fucking sneak attack somebody. I don't want to spread it. I just want to come.
Well, how are you doing that without human contact?
I don't know, but what I'm thinking right now is that here's the moral of the story tonight. You should be fucking every day because you never know when you're going to get COVID and it's the last time you can fucking touch somebody else and stuff. We take it for granted.
Live every day as if it's your last load.
Well, I don't know about live every day.
Saying.
Fuck every day.
Yeah.
Like it's your goddamn last. But only with fucking somebody who's like, yeah, let's fuck. Consensual sex only.
Sure, of course, yes.
That's what we advocate here on Hollywood
I don't
Babble-On.
believe we've ever been pro-rape here on the show. No, I don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to go back and listen to all the episodes.
To the edge with the R word.
I'm pretty sure we're not, we've never advocated for sexual assault on any level, Kevin, so I think we're okay. I think we're safe.
Shit just got so real.
You say consent as if there was any question that we're two guys who believe in consent.
It's true. We champion consent
We
here on
do.
Hollywood Babble-On.
Yes.
Not that other word that Ralph just threw
Especially
out.
with each other.
Yeah,
It's always
Which
safe
brings
words
us
and
back
consent.
to how did he get COVID in the first place?
So, anyway, so they had to reschedule the shoot, and I felt bad, but we're going to get it done at the end of the month, and that'll be good. So,
Huzzah!
everything will be everything in a couple weeks. But I missed out on doing Hollywood Babble-On with my pal, too.
I missed it. It was
you were out of town
sad.
for a minute, and then I was sick for a week, so we missed a couple weeks of opportunity to get together and talk about showbiz and Batman.
But now we're
two
back.
of my favorite conversations.
We're back to do that. We got the Batman covered in a minute, but let's hit him with a little showbiz like we used to. What were we just talking about before we went? And I was like, shut up. Let's do it on the air.
We were talking about how excited I am to see the new version of Godfather 3 Francis Ford Coppola's putting together.
So this is a thing where they're re-releasing Godfather 3.
Yes.
The Snyder Cut.
Yes.
They're Snyder cutting this.
Basically, yes.
They're also making a making of Godfather movie in which they just cast Oscar Isaacs
As Coppola.
Fucking how weird is that? And
Jake Gyllenhaal as Bob Evans.
What?
Yeah.
Like, now we're in a point, like, could you imagine Francis Ford Coppola making Godfather? Did he ever think in a million years that one day they're going to make a movie about him making a movie, that he was going to go from being the director to being a character?
No, never.
In a movie?
He wasn't sure he was ever going to get to make the movie, period.
I guess that's kind of what the movie's about.
Yeah, they were up his ass every day on that set.
I really want to see this movie now. You're talking about Jake Gyllenhaal up the ass of Oscar Isaacs? Yeah, it's fucking Brokeback Mountain 2. Call it that.
Brokeback set.
Holly-Wood. And Wood is capitalized across the boards. That sounds hot. What other show? I watched a trailer for The Glorias, which looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
About
Julianne Moore.
Gloria Steinem. Yes, Julianne Moore and Alicia Vikander and two other
There's a couple actors
people playing her. And then, well, of course, we've all seen the WandaVision trailer, which I've watched obsessively over and over.
Looks like a goddamn fever dream, and I love it.
Right? Do you think they're going to dump all the episodes? They're going to do what Disney did with like Mandalorian?
I assume they'll dribble them out.
Oh man,
yeah.
It fucking looks fantastic. I just finished Raised by Wolves tonight. They put up the season finale. Fucking dope. And I guess it goes on. I thought it was just like a series that was like.
No, they're
limited.
They're going on.
Going to keep going.
Yeah.
So fucking fantastic. You been watching Lovecraft Country yet?
No.
You
I
did
just finished Bosch.
After all this time?
What are you watching
seasons. On an old man schedule? Well, let me see if Bosch
I have a job and a child, so it eats up some of my time.
Bro, I got a job and a child.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see me fucking still watching Bosch. It's Bosch.
Yes. And so now I'm in season 2 of The Boys. I got to get through that first before I get to anything else.
Delightful, right?
So much fun so far.
Isn't
I'm only 3 in. So.
You're of season 2 though.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. What a trip.
Love it.
And also, what else?
But then Lovecraft. See, I like to watch.
Fuck, that looks good. You saw Watchmen
in order,
already, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked.
I like to watch a complete show and then move on to the next show. I can't watch multiple shows at the same time.
Is that right?
Which makes no sense, I know, but it's sort of like watching a movie to me. I want to stay focused in this storyline and plot line. I want to keep it fresh in my head as I go through the episode. So I tend to binge.
Well, then you're going to have a very empty life is all I'm saying. If you just watch one fucking show at a time. The rest of us have full lives where we watch many shows, don't relate with other people, go to bed at night, wake up, watch those shows again.
Some people might say the fuller life may be the time spent away from the screen.
I honestly don't understand. Like, Jason Mewes literally watches everything. Everything. He's like that fucker in The Matrix where you walk in the room and he's got all those TVs and he's clicking a pen.
Minority Report. He's flipping his hands around, watching all shows at once.
It's fucking crazy. But like one day I tried to do the math because he's always current. And I'm like, but there's only 24. I think he knows something that we don't. He can bend time and shit.
If anybody could.
He's a time slinger. And he won't share it. Could you imagine? We find out one day and you're like, you fucking prick. I understand you not telling Ralph, but me? Fucking jerk. Bend some time for us, man. Takes back 2016.
Yeah, really.
Enough said.
You're going to bend there.
Enough said.
Enough said indeed.
All right. Speaking of the criminal underworld, ladies and gentlemen.
And bending time.
Yes.
We're going back to the 60s.
Oh, that's where things are so much better. Isn't that weird to say? There was a time in the 70s and 80s. And people would say the 60s were radical. And it was such a terrible time of civil unrest. Now, the 60s look like the fucking kiddie roller coaster, Great Adventure, man. Not the big ass lightning loops, but the one you fucking drop your 4-year-old off
That's
at.
right.
We're going to see a city that's not on fire.
Nope.
Not full of protesters.
None,
and
not one to be seen.
Not over armored police.
Nope.
Using weaponry on peacefully protesting citizenry.
In fact, these police rarely leave police headquarters. They just stand around, mostly talking to each other in an office.
Why do you think they got a Batman? Because fucking these dudes can't be bothered to be out on the street beat. They're just inside waiting for phone calls and shit. It's Batman, ladies and gentlemen, and it is episode 17 we're going into. I've still been seeing a lot of people on Twitter buying Batman because we're doing this. And they're like, and the other one that I find very heartwarming that I've seen many times is I am now watching this with my kids because of you guys. So I was like, please don't watch the versions with the commentary. Yeah, don't let them hear the commentary.
Watch the pure version.
But if I was a parent, I'm sitting there watching with my kid, I'd put in a headphone during the show.
Clever.
Right? And fucking, so I could, fucking hear the funny version of the show. And then if I'm laughing, though, the kid might be like, "What's funny, Daddy?" Be like, "What do you mean, what's funny? This fucking guy playing the villain is the most unfamous fucking person in the world.
Stop it.
All the celebrities they could have chosen from. And who is this guy? Who's playing this guy?
Malachi Throne.
Oh, yeah, him. Fuck. We all know him.
Leave
Remember
poor
Malachi
Mal
Throne?
alone.
Star of, hi, I'm Malachi Throne. Star of such stories as these 2 episodes of Batman. And that's about it.
He was also a recurring co-star in a series called It Takes a Thief with Robert Wagner.
And must have, fucking been a friend of the wife of Bill Dozier
He
because...
was very busy in the 60s. He worked a lot. He was in a classic episode of Star Trek as well. He played a Commodore in the Starfleet. So he's well represented in the 60s.
Do you think he appreciated, by being on this show, that he was punching above his fucking weight?
I believe he did.
He knew?
He was very, very pleased to be on the hottest show on television.
All right, then, you know what? I like this guy.
However, he was very disappointed when he watched the show and he found out the producers thought it would be really funny and clever if they never revealed the identity of the actor playing Falseface.
Are you kidding me?
So in the opening credits, as we watch tonight, you'll see, say, special guest villain, ? As Falseface. They didn't reveal his name until the closing credits of the second episode.
Get out of here.
So he had all this excitement for being on a white hot TV show, and his name wasn't mentioned until the last minute of the 2-parter. So,
still season 1.
very much so.
So right in the thick
White
of it.
hot show.
Did he ever come back?
No. Much like Falseface in the comics, he only made 1 appearance.
That was it.
Yeah.
They ever bring Falseface back in modern day Batman, you think?
No, but he did appear. No, she appeared in Birds of Prey. I remember they rebooted the character as a female, and I think the character also appeared in Brave and Bold, the animated series, and a couple other appearances.
Nice. Look at this guy, man. You ain't just watching Batman with a fan. You were watching Batman with super fan Ralph Garman.
Originally appeared in Batman in 1958. This character it was a one-off.
Fucking know your shit, man.
Yeah.
God damn it. If I'm ever on that goddamn game show and I got a lifeline, guess who's getting it?
Phone a friend right here.
Yeah, I'm like, when the SALT II treaty was negotiated, I'm like, oh, Ralph, please tell me as much about this as you do Batman.
Salt? Is that with pepper?
SALT, Batman assaulted Falseface in episode 17. You fucking useless piece of shit. Click. Is that your final answer? Yes, my final answer is my friend Ralph's a useless piece of shit.
We'll be right back after this short commercial message. The good folks at Rice-A-Roni.
The San Francisco treat. Why was it the San Francisco treat? Is that where it was invented?
Yes, that's where it was manufactured.
In Rice-A-Roni?
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Ding, ding.
So that just because they made it there, they worked it into the jingle?
I think it was popular in San Francisco.
That'd be like fucking Twinkies made in New Jersey. Like, that part nobody cares about. It don't matter.
I think New Jersey has quite the exotic allure of San Francisco.
They also don't have the fucking lock on Twinkies. I don't think they make them there. I just think it's odd. Like, was it a thing? Like, oh, they used to do this in restaurants, and then one day somebody was like, fucking, let's take this to the public, Rice-A-Roni.
I'm
And also
a little shy on my information about the history of Rice-A-Roni.
I'm figuring that out right now. Boy, but if it was Batman brand Rice-A-Roni, you'd be up its ass talking about how fucking much it costs, day it dropped, when the bugs, the weevils show up in it.
The Gotham City treat.
What was the premise of Rice-A-Roni? It was just you add your own rice, or did they have rice in the box? What did they do?
That'd be a piss poor product. Well, I mean, if you bought a rice dish and you had to add your own rice.
Yeah. Rice-A-Roni, just add rice. So it was a box
like hamburger
of rice.
Helper.
Yeah, essentially the hamburger helper of rice dishes. It was what made it special?
It was instant rice in a box.
But what made it a Roni?
It was seasoned with special herbs and spices and things.
So it was just rice with some
It was ready to make It was a ready to make rice dish.
Did the rice come out like orange, brown, colored something. It's not white anymore, right?
It was not white. I believe it was sort of saffron color, like that yellowish kind of color, I believe. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us on cuisine, obscure cuisine of the 70s. They still make rice around, you think?
I believe they do, Kevin. But it's a much different marketplace now. A lot of competition for instant
I was going to
rice
say,
dishes.
like, everybody's like,
Yeah.
I can do this. I can put some fucking saffron in a
I
bag.
think
with
Uncle
some rice.
Ben's kicking some ass.
Hey,
now with
hey,
that.
it ain't Uncle Ben's anymore. Now called Ben's Original.
Ben's Original now is got rice in a pouch for
And
60
also,
seconds in the microwave.
Don't we live in a world where people are like, ew, I don't want that. I want fresh rice. Right out the patty. I want it cut from the patty and put on my plate. Raw
Taking a
rice.
trip to Guam, picking their own?
Don't organic folks have their own rice patties in their backyard?
I don't believe they do. No.
My wife can grow strawberries.
Very different process.
Is that right?
Yes.
Do you know if you take the pit of an avocado and put it in the ground, it will grow an avocado tree?
Yeah, Kevin, that's the seed inside the avocado.
I'm 50 years old. It took me 50 years to learn that. That's fucking crazy.
How do you think fruits grow? You're familiar with the tale of Johnny Appleseed, for example?
Yeah.
When you've eaten an apple, I assume, at some point?
Never. No, I don't eat fruits and vegetables. I'm a vegan. So wait, when you eat an apple,
At the core of the apple, there
Yeah.
are seeds in there. If you plant those seeds, you can grow an apple tree.
what if you eat them?
Then you shit them out.
Oh, but you don't
You
grow a
don't,
tree
you
in
don't grow
your
an
belly.
apple tree. No, that was an old wives' tale.
So that's what Johnny Appleseed did. He just walked around and probably some racist shit, I'm sure. But walked around
Yeah.
whipping seeds on the ground and
Yeah.
stuff. What about Johnny Avocado? What did he do?
He was a gangster in Chicago in the late 1930s.
Like, you a planter? He's like, I ain't no planter. I'm a gangster.
I'm Johnny Avocado.
Over here.
I'll plant you in the fucking ground.
See what grows then. Fertilized the air.
You're talking to the worms.
Please don't do that, Johnny Avocado. All right, back to Gotham City.
All right.
Here we go, kids. Spin Up, episode 17. True or false face, that followed up by Holy Rat Race. I'm
Indeed.
pressing play right now. Oh, shit. You know
Oh,
what?
come on.
Yeah, you know what? I fucked up.
Jeez.
I
Please
fucked
hold.
up. He got away. Yeah. Don't do nothing, kids. I got to put our subtitles on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they were on.
You got to
What a
mute. You got to
dick.
mute the.
And then that was the
audio.
most important part.
Okay.
So I don't want to have to pay fucking
No.
Warner Brothers. I want Warner
they should
Brothers.
pay us.
Pay
Everybody
us.
watching Batman.
Thank you. You
Right?
know what I'm saying? Fucking, we're selling so many units and shit. Put us in charge of sales.
So easy.
We'll sell things in an entertaining way where people don't feel sold.
Exactly.
They're like, I want that. I need that. And they're buying shit they could probably watch for free somewhere online.
Apparently, you can see this on Roku for free.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, there you go, kids. If you're like, man, I wish I could watch along, but I'm never fucking paying for Batman. You can go to Roku right now. They're like, man, I don't have a Roku. Well, what the fuck?
Jeez, we
Yeah.
do everything for you.
Holy Christ. Batman. Did he ever say that on the show? Holy Christ, Batman. Probably not
I don't
allowed.
believe you did.
Would have been appropriate, though.
Absolutely. After all the holies.
Christ is holy, they say. Here we go. Press and play. Letting you know when the logo comes up. Batman.
In color.
There it is.
Here we go.
As promised. They put it right on Front Street and they delivered. The emptiest city in the world. Look, they must have COVID there, too. Nobody's allowed to fucking gather.
That's the Warner Brothers backlot we're looking at, where Gotham City Exhibit Hall is being held. Oh, there's two of Gotham's finest.
What I never understood as a kid was why the world of Batman looked like it did. Everything had a high ceiling. Everything was laid out in a very fucking Samuel Beckett Spartan style.
Yes.
That was how I learned what production was. Because my father was like, well, that's a set. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, that's a building they go to and they make a fake version of the room. That room's not real. If you walk around that, he explained flats to me and stuff.
Wow.
Watching Batman is how I learned my eventual craft.
There it is. False face.
Oh man,
He had a false face on top of the false face.
it's unsettling. It is kind of creepy. This may be the creepiest episode of fucking Batman 66.
Those Halloween masks that Malachi Throne wears often in this episode are unnerving for sure. Because you kind of see a face through it, but you don't.
Way more unnerving is two cops can't get past a blow up fucking pillow.
It's massive.
It's 66. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah,
little panache right
he's
there.
Very nimble.
It is like, if you, especially like we're watching it with the volume down.
Yes.
It seems like a 1966 like thriller drama.
Right.
The guy who's like going after somebody with fucking plastic mask on. Yeah, man. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, that sure don't look like any city I've been to, but I guess that's what cities look like. Who's the mall, if you will?
That is
Wiggy.
The character's name is Blaze, and she is played by Myrna Fahey, who was also a very busy actress in the 60s. She was in Disney's Zorro series in the late 1950s and in a ton of stuff. And there's all False Face, Master of Disguise.
So it's not so much like the false face that changes as he changes his costumes.
His mask, that was a different mask.
It looked like the same mask, but he's just dressed like a chef.
And this one had a smile on it, different.
Boy, oh boy.
He's a master of disguise, Kevin.
Yeah, he works on you. All he's got to do is change his top, and he's got you. A false top. Uh-oh.
False top for false face.
With a plastic crown.
And I think that crown has been replaced. They got the real one.
Man, look, you live in Gotham City. Just assume, of course.
Shit's been stolen.
Yes, always. Number one, never put jewels on display.
That's a good point. More jewels get stolen on display in Gotham City than any other way.
Number two, if you got to put them on display, why not get a plastic fucking replica like the bad guy? Put that on display.
Who's going to be the wiser?
That's right. So then when the bad guy gets home, he's like, oh my God, I've been fucked. Finally, I'm a kid. And I'm like, finally, they pick up the goddamn phone.
There's your tall friend.
Yeah. Then when I see fucking Slender Man, I'm like, oh, can we just put Batman on already? So impatient to see the titular hero and his buddy, man. They kept showing me adults. And then this week's, look at this. You rarely see
Breakfast
this.
for two.
I mean, was there a rule in the house? Like, look, you have to dress completely for when we're just sitting around the
They're
house.
rich people, Kevin. That's how rich people used to dress.
You ever see these guys just chilling in their pajamas? You know how rich people dress now?
Yeah, I do.
You're looking at one.
In a robe
PJs
and a
and a
backward baseball cap. And house slippers. Look like the dog's been chewing on them for about a month and a half.
That's the difference between being a billionaire and a millionaire. When you're a billionaire, they make you dress. Oh, look who's back. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Second creepiest visual in this show ever was her dancing above the flames, her fleet lapping at her flames. Does she come into play much here?
She doesn't have a big episode.
False Face doesn't use her like fucking
like Zelda the Great did.
No. Go figure. She got used by a lady and shit.
False
Doesn't
Face is
she
back.
fall in love with somebody at some point?
Chandel, Liberace. She falls in love with Liberace.
And that don't happen until season 3.
Season 2.
2. God, I can't wait to see that. Watch it. Watch a gay man seduce an old woman.
What woman could resist the charms of Liberace?
It's gonna feel like my childhood when I was forced to watch Liberace with my grandmother. And
Women did love Liberace.
My grandmother fucking. I think it's fair to say she's gone. All her kids are gone, with the exception of my mom and stuff. So my mom would co-sign this. Liberace made my grandmother wet, bro. Had to, because we couldn't miss it. She loved it. She thought he was so great. Him and Lawrence Welk. But Lawrence Welk, she wasn't hot for because he was an old man.
Right.
But to her, Liberace was younger, and she's like, oh, could you imagine?
He was gettable.
Yeah, she's like, either him or his brother George. Somebody.
Take me on the piano.
Tickle my ivories.
Like
Liberace.
my candelabra.
Labiarachi is what I'm looking for. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Fucking, I hope as I leave this world, hopefully at a very old age, one of the last things I see is the image of Batman and Robin sliding down those poles, jumping in the Batmobile and racing out the cave, because man, oh man, it made an impact in my life. Go back and watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It looks exactly. There's the question mark.
Question mark.
I remember that as a kid and being like, who is it? And even as a kid, I was like, that person must be so fucking famous.
Little did you know.
It was Malachi going like, I'm not famous. How's his voice sound, since we don't listen to the sound? Can you do
He
it?
has a very deep baritone voice, very, very cultured.
So it seems creepy while we're seeing it come through that mask.
Yeah, very much so.
Feels like you could cut all of his scenes together, put like a Metallica song under it, And it would be a pretty fucking Crimson music video.
Oh, because of the fake plastic
Like
face.
Enter Sandman, yeah, or something like that. Who's this clown?
He's got a message for Batman from Falseface.
How did Falseface induce a member of the citizenry to...
Well, I think you're going to be surprised, Kevin, to know that Falseface isn't the only member of his gang who's a genius at disguises.
Are you telling me that's Wiggy?
Her name is Blaze.
She's
Kevin.
Wiggy. Clearly, they missed an opportunity with a giant head of hair like that, and she looks like Twiggy. They should have called her Wiggy. What's her name?
Blaze.
Blaze.
Yes.
She better fucking use some fire.
There may be.
That's Blaze?
That's Blaze.
When do we get to see this change?
Any moment now.
Oh, is it like the Mission Impossible CGI effect
Hold
where
your cape.
where the mask is like rubber CG'd and suddenly you see she was there the whole time?
Yeah, there's a lot of CGI in this episode. Kevin. A lot of computer graphics.
Do you think they were just like, this is going to blow people's minds when we cut to the dude and he's the lady?
Wait, Batman makes the reveal. It's very, very dramatic.
You mean he deduced it already?
He knows.
From the moment she walked into the room?
He knows. Look, and this dude's like, oh, what's going on? Why are you looking at me so funky there, Batman?
Yeah, Batman's like, dude looks like a lady. Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Dude looks like a lady. That's not bad, in terms of like 1966, the cut.
Yeah.
I buy that. As a kid, I'm probably like, oh my God, it was really that lady the whole time. As opposed to like noticing that there was a cut in there.
She is wearing a wig, though.
Why can't they imprison her, Ralph?
Because they need to know Falseface's true agenda. And she's the only lead they have. So she's listening to them. But she makes her escape.
Oh my God, she's faster than fucking Batman. What the?
Airbag.
Oh, a Falseface branded airbag
Yes,
as well.
FF.
Look at him. This is a wily little
He's
rascal,
nimble.
isn't he?
He's a nimble villain.
And no other hench people, just her.
For now.
Oh, you mean later on he gets some henches?
Yeah.
Do they wear masks as well?
No. But they are.
He's like, I'm the mask wearer.
They're like a carnival troupe. There's like a little person and a tall person
And they're all wearing masks?
No, they don't wear masks.
God, look at the Volkswagen rolling around.
He's the
Gotham
false
City.
face.
I just think it would have been nice if they all wore masks, but whatever. Oh, I see. So was she part of the circus group? And is he? What's his shtick? What's wrong with him? So Wiggy's not, she is a wig. She's wearing a wig.
Yes. And that's where they hid the crown when they escaped from the jewelry store.
Wait, so wasn't she the one that was just in the office with Batman?
Yes.
And she had the crown under her hair the whole time?
That's what we're led to believe, yes.
Even when she was the fake old man?
Yes.
I don't need to tell you this thing's bullshit. Wait, I thought this tall dude was part of the gang. It's him.
Is.
It's Falseface.
No, the tall dude's the guy sitting in the chair who's taller than Falseface. That's why he's called the tall man.
But I thought that dude was.
And there's a little man, and there's a heavy set dude behind him, and then there's Falseface in the orange wig there.
And I guess his secret origin is he was part of a circus gang.
They don't really delve into his backstory very much.
Boy, he wants Batman and Robin dead. He said Batman and Robin must go. Who's this clown?
This is the head of the bank, I think. Trying to remember. Oh, the armored car. Yeah, he's the armored car company.
We've gone a long way from fucking Batman sitting in desks in daylight talking to bank managers.
He really doesn't do that much anymore.
No, fucking him just only on rooftops and usually coming out of the shadows.
Yeah. He doesn't make appointments with secretaries much anymore.
There's only one of you? Now there are two. If I'm this guy, the bank manager, like I'm doing what he's doing right now. I'm studying the fuck out of this guy's face, going, I'm pretty sure that's millionaire
Millionaire in this
playboy
incarnation.
Bruce Wayne. Excuse me, are you a millionaire playboy Bruce Wayne?
The cow makes his identity inconceivable,
It's
Kevin.
not the fucking invisibility cloak. It's not
Can't
magical.
tell.
Who's this?
That's the secretary who's got a crush on Batman. All the girls have crushes on Batman.
She only had one line.
Yeah.
Big day, though. I'm sure she was watching it. She got credited in the
she
first
got
episode,
credited.
whereas the other guy didn't.
Okay, here we are at the armored car, and Falseface That's Malachi Throne's actual face, by the way.
Oh, get out of here! Really?
Yeah, that's what he really looked like.
It's the guy behind him.
Yes,
That's it.
False Face has already taken the place
Actual
of one of the guards.
Yeah, I was going to say, how can you trust who anybody is,
Right?
when False Face,
You have no idea,
and Wiggy
Kevin. You have
are out
no
there.
idea.
AKA Blaze. I'd be like, stop trying to make Blaze happen. It's Wiggy or nothing.
See, that's how he knew that they were fake, because no good security guard would park in front of a fire hydrant.
Wow, man. Again,
Deduction, Kevin. Smart, greatest detective in the world, Batman.
you can get away with fucking doing that mask today in a Batman movie, particularly the Batman movie that Matt Reeves is making and shit. You put that mask on the Riddler and people, oh, look at that false back. He's
false.
tricky.
He's false. There's so many
Yeah.
false things.
Everything about him is just fucking. it's a
I'll have you know,
lie.
in my collection, I have one of those Halloween masks, those creepy Halloween masks, with Malachi Throne's signature on it.
Get out of here. Where? From a con?
Yeah.
So they didn't make a mask for the show.
They
just-
used Halloween masks.
a standard mask.
And they still make them today.
Same company.
Same company. Same masks.
Do you think they were like, oh my God, please do another episode with False Face?
We got to move some masks.
We got to move a couple masks. Oh, shit. Now that's False Face again?
Yeah.
He's
And that's the
tall.
little guy from his henchman gang. Here they come. I always liked the henchmen dressing in uniforms. I always liked that.
As a guy who wears the same outfit every day, that I appreciate a uniform.
You do.
That's what I'd do if I had a fucking gang. Of course, I'd be like, we're all wearing this.
Everybody's in bathrobes and baseball caps.
Absolutely. And then they can. Problem with this shit though is if you dress all your henchmen in the same outfit, then you're going to want to sell that outfit on your web store,
Your villain web store.
of course. And that's the easiest money, stealing fucking candy from a baby. But once you do that, then anybody can pretend to be a member of your gang.
Good point.
See what I'm saying? So
Set you up.
you got to sell an inferior quality version.
Mm.
Or if you're fashionable, as False Face seems to be, you keep changing the outfit up all the time.
That's smart.
For every job, it's a different outfit, right?
Yeah.
And then you sell the old outfit on the web store. I think we figured this out. Let's go
Genius.
evil.
Genius. You just got to update.
Oh, look, the fucking Gotham police finally showing
they
up
got to
doing
work.
anything. Look at how fucking lackadaisical this guy gets out of the fucking vehicle.
Yeah. You want to know why, Kevin?
Oh.
Look who it is.
Oh, my God.
False face.
Disguised as
as
myself.
That's right, O'Hara. Welcome to Dreamland, baby.
Holy shit, man. He
Yeah.
hit him with some of that fucking blue meth from Breaking Bad. He Breaking Bad at him, man. Throw him right the fuck in. So that was False Face, and there goes Wiggy.
Wiggy's
Meanwhile,
driving away
these
with the
cats
chief.
are like, oh, man, foiled again. It'd be awesome if fucking fake Chief O'Hara just slit this guy's throat. Shit went so dark. No, we're not on a studio backlot. Not at all. That looks you know what's on the other side of that wall? Like fucking Star Trek or something. The commercial breaks as a child, of course, always irritated me.
Interminable.
Ugh.
I always loved it when they found a new angle to shoot the Batcave. It would rarely happen.
A little
but they
scene
would-
angle.
Yeah, they would do something different. Like, oh, I never saw that part of the Batcave before.
Somebody comes in, a director goes, let's just see something else. Let's just showcase something else. Anybody ever see? I did that when I went in on Flash. I was like, I want to do the shot over here, like low to the ground, because I've never seen that angle. I've watched like the entire first season.
Right.
And Kim, my DP, was just like, man, you found one angle. He's going, it is hard to find a new shot in this place.
I bet.
When you've done this for like 2 fucking years, like it's really hard to
You're
find.
talking about Flash
a shot.
headquarters there? And
Yeah, at the,
Star Labs?
At Star Labs, which has about as much equipment as these cats right here. So funny. It's been, 34 years since this show?
Yep.
And still the idea is like gack your fucking sci-fi workspace up with a lot of blinky lights.
And dials and twisties and pushies.
Do you think Adam West was ever like, can we keep him out of the shots? Like he is a full head taller than me. Bert can lay his head on fucking his nipples. Like,
I think it was good because it made Bert look even smaller. Which
can I get a half apple, please? It makes it fucking ridiculous when in the episodes when Alfred is supposedly Batman when he puts on the outfit and shit. Unless they do him tall. Can't remember.
Look, there's not that much difference between the two.
There's a fucking head
inches.
between those
not
two.
A head.
Oh, half a head. Child's head between the two.
Oh, nighttime Batmobile with the lights on. I love it.
That is rare. Look at that.
Yeah.
And way to come in stealth, bro. Lights, I'll let everyone know.
Well, they're trying to get to the plant where they print the money. Because the money for the paper money only uses paper and what comes from one specific place. And so Batman has figured out the next crime. Yes.
And he's like, oh my God, they're destroying the Amazon. It will kill the ozone layer.
No.
And people are like, what a great fantasy in 1966. How funny. That'll never happen. Hey, they're on a goddamn another soundstage.
That's not a soundstage. That padding in the walls is just for...
That's a fucking soundstage.
Not for sound.
So crazy. Now that I'm adult, now that I make movies for a living and shit, what I fell for back in the day, I was like,
you didn't know what the inside of a soundstage looked like.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't fucking know, but now I know.
She's smoking in a warehouse full of paper.
Beware of Wiggy. She got something under there.
It's not Wiggy.
Maybe a crown. You guys looking for a crown? Check. Oh, God, another one. She's getting fucking blue methed out and shit. I am the one who knocks, or whatever the fuck.
I am the one who knocks.
How
we go. Whoa.
Well, very rare you see that kind of action.
Leaping.
It'd be amazing if, oh man, do you think Burt Ward was just like, I really don't want to have to pick up a little adult. This feels so wrong. Oh, look, Batman giving a taste of her own medicine and shit.
She was going to blow him. He blew her.
Oh, whoa. That made me a little hard. Look at that. That's actually a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Fairly romantic. Look at him. He's going all caveman, just going to carry her the fuck out.
Yep.
How come they leave the little guy there?
The police will clean up.
Yeah, but what was the difference with her? Why did she get special treatment?
Because she's got the information they need. It's all about information, Kevin.
And the little guy doesn't?
The world's all about information.
That's true. And they're like, we could probably intimidate her harder than we can intimidate the little guy.
He's just a little henchman. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah, and he's like, I've seen a lot of hard years, so you can't do nothing to me, Cape Crusader.
I'm a hard nut to crack, see?
Try sticking a red hot poker up my ass. I ain't saying nothing. Go on. And he bends over and yanks his pants down. Stick it up. Let's see how I squeal. I won't say a thing. Pull your pants up, man. No, put it in me, man.
No one needs to see your sphincter.
Put it in me and I'll show you how I can take it, Batman. You got me dead to rights. Give me justice.
This guy keeps begging for a poker up his ass for some reason.
Joe, give me fleshy justice. Put your dick in jail.
My new comic book. I hope you'll all pick it up.
Fleshy justice.
Fleshy justice.
Don't tell me she's gonna pull off her face and it's False Face.
No, False Face is in the room. He's Chief O'Hara, remember?
So wait, is she in on this shit?
Pay attention, man.
I can't. It's like fucking The Prestige. It's so confusing. Chris Nolan level confusing. Who knows that does she know that False Face is there?
Of course she does.
So she's in on this.
She drove the real Chief O'Hara away in the van, remember?
That's right. And then cut his throat.
He didn't cut his throat.
They cut that scene.
They didn't.
That would have been amazing. The music, they're like, he's like,
choking on his own blood.
My kids. And then she's like, you never talked about your kids once. Don't call them out now. I want to watch the lights go out. I'll see you in hell. Saints be praised.
All right, he's going to show them the secret hideout in the subway tunnels. That's the plan.
Does he sound like Chief O'Hara?
Of course. He's a
master mimic across the boards.
Yes, he can.
Really good at changing his clothes. I'll tell you that much.
He is a master of complete disguise. He can become anyone. That is his gift.
It'd be amazing if the commissioner's like, well, they're gone. Let's do what we always do. And he takes his cock out and False Face is like, I got to keep this going. So I commit to the bit. Then Batman runs back in. He's like, I figured it out. Hey, I guess I'll be going. Or, Commissioner, take your dick out of his mouth. That's False Face. What was False Face's theme? Do you remember?
I don't remember now. No, that's the penguin. Train's coming.
I don't believe it.
Look, they couldn't fake that.
Bullshit.
There's no way you can
These
fake
guys
that.
have lied to me so many times.
The windows are going by.
They're always going like, look, we're in a warehouse and it's a goddamn soundstage. Look, we're outside a building. It's a goddamn soundstage. That's a train. I've been on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. That ain't no train. That's a light.
Nope. That is absolutely a train.
Why do they keep trusting this woman?
Because they need her. They need the information in her wig.
But she has not. They still don't know that Chief O'Hara was fake.
Nope.
She still does.
Yep.
What the fuck? Oh.
She's thanking him for being such a gentleman. Oh, bam.
You fucking pigeon. Thought
Bam.
you were Robin, but you're a pigeon.
Oh, double bam.
Jesus, boy, she got there early to do that.
Well, it was all set up. But False Face is inside the candy machine.
How the fuck did that come on, dude. Off to Neverland, right? That's a fucking Metallica video right there. This is where holy shit, I didn't remember this. They're actually tied up to the tracks.
Yeah.
Now this is a fucking death trap.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
The subway train bearing down on Batman and Robin.
And very realistic. Most of the other death traps not as realistic. You know, hanging an old lady who dances above a fire. But this, you'll get fucking killed.
There's excellent chance of that happening, yes.
Yeah, and it ain't no and if once my time, what the fuck's going on here? Is he attacking Wiggy?
Yeah.
Why, Wiggy don't, because Wiggy don't want to
for mercy. She's pleading for mercy for Batman and Robin.
Look at this simp. He's like, oh, it's all right. You just fucking killed us. He's like, I've been waiting to join my parents for years. I was hoping to do it on my own terms as an old man. Fucking lied to us. Here comes a goddamn train. The credits are about to roll. Yeah, disaster threatens. The askew font.
You'll notice they
bashed by the BMT.
They freeze frame this death trap.
They did. I didn't notice that until you said it. What is a BMT? Something mass transit.
Yes.
I guess a term that was very popular back then, but not for us now. I mean, if it was GMT, Gotham Mass Transit, that makes sense. Keep your bat wings crossed, Ralph. They never tell you quite what to do with your bat dick, though, do they?
They never did. I always kept mine in my hand.
Let it get sucked. Talk to our friends about that episode we just enjoyed. While I go grab a refresher drink, do you want one?
Sure. Yeah.
Give him some information.
Grab me whatever you're grabbing.
Give him some information. Look at that. The question mark is
question mark remains.
And if you're Malachi, you're like, fucking pricks.
They're never going to say who I am.
I was about to get blown. I said, wait till you see my credit. And she said, I'm going to blow you when I see it. No, I'll never get blown. Do I sound like him?
Absolutely. It's uncanny. It's like your False Face. You have become him. As I mentioned, that character came from Batman, I believe, 113 from 1958. It was a one-off character, largely because shortly thereafter, they created Clayface, who, of course, shares a lot of similar qualities to False Face in the sense that Clayface could make himself a doppelganger for anybody he chose to. So they believe that's why False Face never became a recurring villain for Batman. But when they started making the series, they just took a handful of comics from what was then National Periodical Publications, DC Comics, and they just handed them out to a
Still
bunch.
Wasn't DC when they started the show. When did it become DC? Do you remember?
I forget.
After the show?
Yeah.
69, I think.
69 or 70.
You never see any reference to DC Comics anywhere in the credits.
You'll see National Periodical Publications. They credit them. But they handed comics out to a bunch of just
What a fun name
TV
for
staff
for a
writers,
comic book
and
fucking
said,
company.
write a Batman episode. And so whatever they had in their hands, they'd be like, okay, I guess I'll do this guy. And that's how False Face got picked.
And it became the centerpiece of the rest of our fucking lives.
Yep.
How strange. All right, man. We watched True or False Face, and now it's on to Holy Rat Race. Will Batman and Robin finally find a star of a worthy enough caliber to be a bad guy? Not in this next episode. Here we go. We're pressing play. We're off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Back into the sewers of Gotham. The fucking dirty ass subway tunnels. Batman in color. And
Of course, we got to do a little recap. Previously, you saw.
oh,
So far, we have seen.
a lady wearing the same fucking thing that prevents these dudes from getting out. An inflating cape. I mean, an inflating cape is like...
That's like putting I
guess it's false.
Like a lifeboat in front of the door. You couldn't get through that.
Oh, my God.
Unless you had a...
You should be in the writer's room. Yeah, this is totally believable.
Unless
It
you
could
had a
totally
box
work.
cutter or something.
That's true, right? And Batman ain't got a knife on him?
He wasn't there.
That's true. Well, this episode is proof positive. We should all carry knives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once again, they had a big fight in the back alley because you parked in my spot. This was the hottest thing in the world when Chief O'Hara blew himself. This was actually something I never remember seeing in a Batman show, but pretty damn fucking cool. And also an
height
angle you
work.
rarely see. Are they going to reveal that Chief O'Hara was False Face at all?
They
No.
will in the beginning of this episode
Oh
coming
my
up.
God, he got a huge dose. Why'd he get the red shit?
Just to keep it interesting, I'm guessing.
Right? He's like, yours also comes with Viagra mixed into it. So not only are you knocked out, but you're rock
You're
hard.
going to be dying erect. Here comes that train. That's a real train, by the way, not
Look at
a
that
light.
Here comes that movie
Not
light.
a light. It's an actual train.
You can actually see the barn doors on that movie light.
Maybe there are barn doors on the train light. Smart guy. You know anything about trains?
These I do know a thing or two about trains. They got a cow catcher on the front.
Hey, you do know trains.
Thank you. And they got a caboose in the back. Some run on coal, some run on love.
I think this
Polar Express one runs on love.
Yeah.
Always bugged me that his eyes are fucking beige and his eyebrows. Little detail somebody could have fixed up.
Yeah, they should have made him white.
As you see Batman fighting a Klansman as well at some point, when you look at the opening sequence, the guy in the white hood and shit, you're like, when's that happen? On a very special episode of Batman.
Batman fights the Klan.
Well, Batman, you... Starring Slim Pickens as the Grand Wizard. Wow. So he's watching the second episode, and he's like, still... They won't give him his credit up front.
Not until the end.
They're going to make him work for it. Did they give him a single card by himself?
Yeah, they do at the end.
All right.
Yeah.
Finally. He's like, well,
But who's sticking around for the end? You're getting up and going to the bathroom in the 60s.
he's a great...
You couldn't pause it. You had to run in between shows.
If he was a wise man, he probably figured out, don't make me a fucking bar trivia question for the rest of my life. I'll live forever.
I don't think that was his concern.
Get
It was
out
like,
of here.
where can I get the next gig off of Batman? How can I do it if no one knows my name?
I guess you're right. Ralph, spoken like a true actor.
Starving
on the Hollywood
actor who
beat.
wants another gig.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, what the fuck? Did they call him by cell phone?
No, they used they've got a communicating device in his cape. See?
The first they've mentioned it.
Yeah. Look, he's got an antenna.
Oh,
Right there.
that's hysterical. Look at this. He's fucking, and he's still got that kind of signal way down below
Oh, yeah.
in the subway
Oh,
tunnels.
yeah. Bat service is excellent. Much better than the AT&T, whatever your carrier is.
I guess. I think I'm a Sprint guy.
Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Who is my carrier? Verizon.
Oh, Verizon.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Is that those guys? Or
I believe that is that guy, yeah.
then their advertising works. I can't believe these fuckers are still trapped. How are they going to get out, Ralph?
He's ordering Alfred to self-destruct the bat transmitter that's wrapped around his wrist. Self-destruct mechanism. Boom. Free.
Somehow it didn't blow
Bat laser.
his fucking own wrist.
Bat laser.
He's fast.
He's the fastest.
And here comes that movie light.
It's not. It's
a couple stagehands moving a movie light. Hurry up.
Train.
Look how fucking far away it is. They have plenty of time.
See, that's a real train.
Cut to the train. Cut to the train. Oh, you liars. Oh, that was awesome. If only they could have found famous people. You know what I'm saying? That way they could have been like, holy shit, it's Sonny and Cher. Escape the tricky twosome. So wait, is False Face pretending to be a Japanese feudal lord of some sort?
Yes. He's always dressed in some wacky costume for his own pleasure.
Yeah, this guy's got a lot of costume changes. He's worse than Gorshin. Gorshin's like, I want a suit in addition to the tights. And this guy's like, I want to be a Japanese feudal lord. I want to be a chef.
I want to be a train engineer.
Yeah, boy, I want to be a train engineer. That'd be fucking fun. And I want to hang out with little guys. I've always wanted to work with little guys and elephants. Can we get an elephant for this episode?
Mal, we draw the line at elephants. Look, we've given you everything else in your contract that you asked for, but we simply can't afford an elephant.
I guess if I'm getting a credit up front,
doesn't matter.
The elephant I can let go.
What?
I could have an elephant. I knew I should never be my own agent.
There's Kevin driving through Mulholland.
Yeah, man. If only there was that fucking pull off. Get to my goddamn cave. I guess that's kind of what I do
Every day.
God, this show did shape my life. There he is again. Adam West is like, thank God they made this fucker sit in this scene. Please. So tired of delivering my dialogue into his Adam's apple and shit.
I was wondering why Alfred had to fix the glove on Batman. Couldn't he just repair the glove and just...
Yeah, Batman wouldn't take it off and
get
shit.
on with it?
It was weird that Batman wouldn't even look at him. He had his hand away.
Do my glove,
yeah,
bitch.
Piss boy.
See, they found Chief O'Hara. They put him in a garbage scow.
I was assaulted in a way no man should be. Where were you, Jim? You're my friend and you let it happen. You fuck. False faces.
They never mentioned Gordon's first name on this series?
They never say Jim Gordon, James Gordon, no.
He's commissioner only.
False faces Mall has a false dick and she fucking wore it and fucked me. And you let it happen. You were so busy calling Batman and talking about, oh, Batman. He's not going to save all of us, Jim.
That newsman, by the way, was Gary Owens, famous announcer from Laugh-In.
Are you kidding me? From Laugh-In.
Yeah.
So that was a cameo for these cats.
Well, I think he was just a voice guy back in the day. I don't think he was famous yet.
Wasn't he on Laugh-In?
Laugh-In wasn't on the air yet, no.
This show predates Laugh-In?
Oh, yes.
Who's the... oh, look at that shot.
That's
so rare. Who's the president?
Right now?
Yeah.
Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Are you shitting me? When did Kennedy get killed? 63?
63, yeah.
So this is before Suck It To Me.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Goldie Hawn is not a thing yet.
No one knows who she is.
Wow. Rowan and Martin are just about to come up with the idea.
They're working clubs right now. They're doing Vegas.
Oh, God, it'd be so much better to do TV. God, if they got this fucking Batman show, why
we
can't
can get a show?
Yeah, I got to imagine. Fucking Fred Armisen's in this show?
No, that's Michael Fox.
Michael J. Fox?
Nope, just Michael Fox.
Then I don't give a fuck.
He's the reason Michael J. had to put J in his name.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
This is the fucker?
This guy's name is Michael Fox.
What's he been in?
He was on the roll in SAG, and so when Michael Fox went to become an actor, they said, well, you can't use Michael Fox. There's already a Michael Fox. And so he said, well, I like Michael J. Pollard, the actor, the character actor, so I'll take the J as well. And he became Michael J. Fox.
Did the OG Michael Fox do anything of note besides this?
He was character actor. He worked at a ton of stuff. He's, you ever see The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds?
Yeah.
He is the announcer for the football game at the prison.
Oh. He didn't wear those glasses, did he?
No.
Look at you and what you know. Where'd you pick that factoid up? That's impressive.
You live long enough, you learn a couple things.
Based on that, I think I might like watching you fuck. I'd learn a thing or two. You got some moves I'm unaware of, man. That's deep cuts right there.
Only if I'm fucking Adam West or Burt Ward, though. It's the only time I'm really comes in handy.
Holy bat pole, Batman.
Yeah.
I feel like Chief O'Hara after False Face's ma got done pegging him. Robin, don't talk about that. The one crime we couldn't stop.
That's right. The one that got away.
Now they're going to awkwardly face Chief O'Hara.
No one really mentions it again that he was abducted.
Look at him. He's just like...
Just sulking.
None of you fuckers are going to say anything.
Nobody's going to bring up the fact that I was kidnapped and assaulted.
I really thought I was brought here for apologies. Sorry we let you down.
I thought you'd try to make it right somehow.
We brought you here tonight to drink it away like men of crime fighting. Instead, you guys are just talking over me like I'm not here. You're ignoring what happened to me and my pain. I'm a victim here.
I'm never going to be able to forget it.
Now, if we could just find this false face. Fuck false face. He did things to me, inhuman things.
Oh, O'Hara's a team player. He's going to bear his burden in silence.
When he looked all fucking worse for the wear when he got back to the office because he just got out of the emergency room because they had to pull a false face out of his ass. Got wedged up there. Send Batman a message. They pulled it out. On it was written, "You're a piece of shit." This is why they didn't hire me to write any episodes about.
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't around in '66. My favorite show would have been Polluted. Oh, look who the guard is.
In '66, you would have been like, that was the best episode ever for the shit they said.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yep. False shirt.
Oh, he's got a dickie on.
Easy.
Yes. And he's got a half shirt. Oh, man, these fuckers are still dressed the same.
So now they have masks.
I know. Oh, my God. That's going to protect their identities, particularly the little guy. The suspect was a small man. Oh, that's Barry. He's into crime.
No, he was wearing a mask.
No, trust me, it's fucking Barry. He's into small town crime.
Yeah, they are.
Are they cutting through fucking bars?
Sure.
Is that possible?
Of course.
No, in the real world, you can saw through with a sawzall. You can saw through a goddamn.
You'd need a diamond blade or something.
That's why the little guy's here.
Get past the electric eye. He can get underneath it.
Little guy in the electric eye.
It's like Ocean's 11.
Oh my God! And that's where they got it. I used to like that movie a lot because I'm like so original, but they just watched the same shit I did.
Stole it from Batman.
Mm-mm. Look at him watching like a fucking, yeah, crawl on the floor, little
He's
man.
He's a crime cuck.
Yes, he is. He's like, oh, he's breaking that law. Oh, yeah, that was good. Sure was.
Now it's time to reap the rewards.
This guy's pretty tall, the guy playing False Face.
Well, we don't know the height of the other gentleman. Considering that one guy's a little guy and he's only got about a foot on him, I don't know exactly how tall he is.
I guess you're right. You'd be real good at those optical illusion things that they...
Is it a blue dress with gold stripes?
Yeah, you can pick that shit up, man. Not my dreams of avarice. Quickly now. Loots.
Time to get into that vault.
The good thing
I
here...
want a vault like that. I want a big vault.
I mean, it's doable, particularly with fake bars. Oh, now who's false, fucking duck? Look at this guy. He's fucking terrifying. I'm telling you, that taken out of context, that's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Guy in a plastic mask.
You can use that in a horror movie today.
You could, right?
Yeah.
Just like put a voiceover. He goes all feral and shit. Oh, look at the little guy, man. Chief O'Hara's like, your fucking friend did to me. I'm going to fucking fist you, you piece of shit. You will pay. Look at Chief. Nobody's helping Chief O'Hara. He could literally
can't handle a little person. He's the chief.
Hey, man, don't be biased. Just because he's little don't mean he can't start some shit. Look at this. I bet you the little guy turns out to be false face.
No, he doesn't.
Holy shit. Who took him away?
One of the cops.
Now, wait, who's this?
That's the guard that false face was impersonating.
He's been gassed. Are we sure of that? Or is, false face pulling a fucking,
Double false?
yeah, or a Silence of the Lambs, where he's like, time to get started, Chief O'Hara, and he cuts his face off and wears it out. Chief O'Hara's like, twice in 1 week. Saints be praised.
See, and poor Blaze now, she's held captive because she actually helped Batman and Robin, and false face doesn't go for any of that tomfoolery.
Oh, so she's gone from mall to prisoner.
To rat. Yeah.
No, rat. What do you mean?
Well, she's a rat
she
to
did
false
rat.
face.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But Bioscope Studios, finally, they have a reason to go to a soundstage.
Yep.
That place has been abandoned for years. And you watch,
the old
kids.
Paramount Ranch.
Is that what it was?
I think it's Paramount, yeah.
So what is it? Western sets and shit?
Yeah.
Look at this. How adorable. They're like,
Maybe the Warner Ranch. I can't
know how we can make it cheap. Let's just shoot on the lot. Yeah, but how are we supposed to? We'll just say some shit. It's only kids watching. Nobody's ever going to follow.
Say they followed them into an old movie studio.
Oh, she's cuffed up. Wouldn't you cuff her to the other side of the car, not so fucking close to you? I mean, I know it's better for the shot, but also better. Look at this guy. Suddenly on the fucking heels of the bad guys. The Batmobile with its fucking turbines to speed, man. And then he's got the red light on so people know he means business.
That's right.
Whoa! That net ain't false at all, Ralph.
That is for real.
Yeah. Look at these two. All they can do is fucking watch.
Yep. They should get out of the car.
They look like a couple stoners. They're like, what happened, man?
Batman knew he couldn't get out that way. He'd have to come back.
Because that's what all cities are set up to look like.
Well, it's a lot.
Oh, man. Now the trap's on
Bat
the
laser.
Side. Yeah, bitch.
Bat laser.
Very rarely used. Piang, piang.
Schwunk.
Oh, he turned the shit around on him.
Yep.
Gotta tell you, false face spends a lot of time in the car, which
does.
it gives them a chance to use the Batmobile in a different way than they ever did.
Yeah, you don't see actually a lot of high-speed chases with the Batmobile.
Well, you're still not seeing one. They're doing about fucking 12 miles per hour.
My Lord.
How the fuck they lost Batman at this point? Turbines of speed, my ass. Oh. We didn't see him. Which way'd they go? Which way'd they go?
See, here's the old Western set I was talking about.
Batmobile looks way out of place on it, to say the
Old
least.
Western Street. I think they reused that set with the Shane episodes.
I was going to say,
with,
this would have to be
Cliff Robertson.
Shane.
Yeah. I love that mobile bat phone.
False face really giving these fuckers a run for their money in a way that the other villains have not.
He's very clever, Kevin. Very clever.
Plays on their minds psychologically,
Yeah.
Ralph. You know what I'm saying?
Batman has a trick or two up his own sleeve.
Who can you trust? Robin could be false face for all you know. What the fuck is this?
Missiles.
Are you shitting me?
Uh-oh. This isn't going to end well. Look at this. He's got the target on the window.
I think I remember this from childhood. This particular image.
Oh, no. He's in the crosshairs. If he fires those missiles. Oh, no.
This is some fucking Snyder shit right here. Fucking all this gunplay. What the fuck?
Evaporated. Just disintegrated. Nothing left but the steel frame.
I have vague memories of this, of the frame of the car.
They're dead. They're gone.
Oh my God. This guy, I mean,
Are they?
But wait, what about that frame?
Mm-hmm.
How, but if.
False Batmobile.
Oh.
Little falsehood of their own.
So then, where is it just dummies in it?
Yeah.
Radio controlled?
Yep. It was an inflatable duplicate Batmobile that they have on hand just for such an occasion.
False Face has been out decoyed, dude.
Yep.
They turned the tables on this fucker.
Did they?
Little taste of his own medicine.
Used his own tricks against him.
Well, he's still in the van behind the wheel with his foot on the gas.
Uh-oh. They should have him get out of the car. Oh, what?
Are you fucking shitting me? This is the craziest episode of Batman yet. Probably because in childhood I never wanted to watch it because I'm like, who is that? Oh, yeah, moving on.
It's the guy with the Halloween mask on.
Exactly. If it wasn't fucking, one of the big five or whatever the fuck, I didn't really care. But man, it's made for a delightful watch because I'm like, look at this. I don't think they ever got this ambitious again.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fucking coverage.
It's a lot of exteriors usually you don't see.
And is this the first motorcycle?
That's Universal.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the fountain where Hunchback of Notre Dame was shot.
These fuckers baffled by a goddamn motorbike. Batman not just whipping out a fucking batarang and taking a motherfucker's head off and shit. God, I remember that. That was not Burt Ward, right?
No, it was not. That was his stunt double.
Why? Because this dude's going to take on the motorcycle? Or just because Burt Ward didn't want to run? Yeah, Batman, using that rope. What?
Lay it down.
I mean, they've never done a motorcycle before on the show, have they?
Well, the Bat Cycle eventually comes out.
Eventually, but it's pretty.
Happens to be a cowboy hanging around the cowboy set, which I always liked.
It popping out the back of that fucking van at high speed. That was like something out of the Avengers, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Rustlers, huh? Oh, look at this. So wait, he's an actor?
I guess.
Who's pretending to be? And do we know who that guy?
I don't think so. I think he's False Face.
Are you kidding me?
No, it was False Face.
How do we know?
Because there's nobody shooting.
Oh my God, Batman punched him out of the alley.
Yes, knocked him out of the alley.
Pow, my ass. Batman blocks everything. What? So they probably just got a stuntman to be that guy. Since it's going to be False Face.
Pretty much, yeah. See, there he is.
There he is. I got to be honest with you. I don't like seeing Batman in Old West Town. What?
Oh,
wait, so did he get... Oh, man, don't you tell me.
Commissioner Gordon got bamboozled by False Face. Go get him, boys.
He seems to want to put some distance between him and
he
those
does.
cats. I might be a little sus about all this. The Dark Knight
Commissioner
Detective.
Gordon is right-handed.
Oh, is that the tell?
Yes.
Fucking spoilers, bro. I was trying to figure it out myself.
Were you?
Oh, my God. All they do is chase this fucking dude. Chase, run. That fucking dramatic snap zoom is pretty everything.
Finally captured.
So do they not unmask him ever?
No.
False Face just looks like that.
Yep.
Could have just called him Halloweeny. Because since it's a standard Halloween mask.
Halloweeny and Wiggy?
Yeah,
I don't think
man.
it carries the same panache as False Face.
And this dude had a mustache underneath all this?
No. He had a false mustache when he was playing the security guard guy.
Oh, yeah. I bought it. Oh, my God. He is a master of disguise.
See? You fell for it. Meanwhile, back in stately Wayne Manor.
God damn it.
Oh, boys.
Where is that house? Do we know?
Pasadena.
Is that right?
Yep.
So we can go see it?
Sure.
Fucking like to go. Who lives there?
Rich people.
You think that's a rich person's house?
Yeah.
Yeah, even now?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like rich for the 60s, but.
Yeah. In Pasadena, that section of Pasadena where it's
I
at.
gotta say,
yeah.
I think the house you lived in is bigger than that house.
I don't think so.
Looks more grand to me. Oh, she's back.
Yes, she is.
Reminds me of my grandma. Oh, my dear grandma.
And the boys are in suits.
I'm going to fucking show you a picture of my grandma, and you're going to be like, holy shit. You are related to Anne Harriet. Who's this?
Blaze.
Wait, Wiggy?
Yep.
But she don't know that they're Batman and Robin.
No. She's being rehabilitated.
Come on. Tell me that my grandma right there don't look like Anne Harriet.
She does look like Anne Harriet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it's a podcast and everybody's like, what are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
But
there's a picture of Kevin's grandmother where she looks a lot like
come on, bro.
Anne Harriet. Yep.
Maybe that's why I loved her so much, because I'm like, she reminds me of Anne Harriet.
You felt like Dick.
I always feel like Dick. But I don't go for it. That's
Right.
the difference.
Right, you just feel
That's the, I may want it, but I don't go for it. Tell me this don't look like low rent Anne Harriet,
Yep.
right?
And her before she went to the beauty parlor to get all dolled
Or
up.
before her fucking nephew got adopted
Cashed
by
in.
a multi-millionaire and shit.
When she was just plain circus folk.
Yes. She left this guy because she's like,
Wow,
I'm going
she
to
looked a
live
lot
in
like her there.
in a billionaire's house. And he was like, go ahead, Gussie. I don't give a shit anymore. What was happening at
Blaze
the
has
end?
been rehabilitated, and it's all thanks.
Finally.
The first Catwoman episode is up next. Kevin.
Wow, man. It took a long time to get to her.
Sure did. But it's
Not
worth
the
the
first
wait.
lady.
It's worth the wait. No, not.
So
not
wait,
by a
they
long
did the false face credit yet, or they're about to.
time. I think we missed it.
Yeah, they did it right up top, right?
Yeah.
They better give him
Yeah.
fucking first.
There he is. Oh, there he is. Malachi Throne.
It's crazy, man. They should have done it as the very first credit.
They should have. If they
Well-
had any sense of decency, they would have.
He wasn't the most famous actor to play a Batman villain on Batman 66,
No, he was not.
but he died. You know, we didn't hear it, but it seemed like he did a credible job.
He acquitted himself quite nicely.
The mask is unsettling and creepy, and could totally fucking play in a modern Batman Day movie.
Yes.
Modern day Batman movie.
Yes.
Highlight of the episode, something I've never seen or don't remember seeing in many Batman episodes, that motorcycle just fucking blasting out the back of that van and taking off.
Pretty cool.
Right? It's crazy, man. How come they didn't do that like every week?
Money.
You know, like, whoa, slow down. Pace yourself.
Pyrotechnics in this one were pretty extensive too, with
Fuck
those missiles
yeah.
going off and explosions.
A lot of offset stuff out in the real world in this
a
episode.
lot of exteriors. A lot of
And yet,
chasing.
never, you know, with a gun to my head, if somebody was like, name every Batman 66 villain,
False
never,
face would never come up.
I would never remember him. Yeah, no. And I know there are other obscure ones, but like, I know Shane before I know that fucking dude.
False face
And
is
the
one of the
Wandering
ones
Minstrel.
that people forget. Minstrel, yeah, Van Johnson.
King Tut had a few episodes.
Several.
They
yeah.
did him a bunch. So he was almost like the fifth Beatle to me.
Yeah, I think for the series he was.
Yeah. Egghead, what, twice?
No, Egghead had a ton of episodes.
Did he really?
Yeah.
So they did him more than once?
Mm-hmm.
What's a ton? They don't do him in season 1, do they?
No, they do him in season 2 twice, I think, and then season 3 he gets a couple episodes.
Season 3, everyone was turned off by the show, and they're like, fucking,
Call
Price is
Vinny.
still into it.
Call Vinny.
Yeah. I would love to play the
What an
Eggman again.
excellent idea.
It's like, all right, just fucking show up with your pay voucher. Never mind the egg puns.
Wow, the producer is just so down on Price.
Exactly. Oh, God damn.
What an exhausting exchange.
This is the highest price I have to pay.
Oh, you didn't?
This. 2 could play that game, Mr. Price. Good day. Click. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking, we watched 2 episodes of Batman 66. You did. We did. Well, you got to trust us on that because you didn't hear it. But now
Trust me, we were watching.
we were. Come on. You could only. It was so screen accurate. We had to have been watching it.
Couldn't make it up, especially Kevin, because he doesn't rember shit.
I was
about
fucking.
these
It was almost
episodes.
like watching a brand new lost episode of Batman 66. I was so fucking achingly unfamiliar with that.
Wait till you get to the Sandman.
That was the dude who wore a fur coat
Yeah,
and mattresses.
very well done,
Who
yeah.
played him?
Michael Rennie, English actor Michael Rennie, from
What
the
else?
day the Earth stood still.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
He played Klaatu.
Wasn't Klaatu the robot?
Yeah.
No,
So
he
no, he
wasn't
didn't
him.
play
He was the
Klaatu.
guy next to Klaatu.
Fuck, man. All right. Yeah, I'm ready for that too. I'm ready for them all. As long as I can sit here with you and listen to fucking deep dive factoids and shit.
Happy to do it.
You're like, fucking Nick Cage and National Treasure, man. You just know a lot of shit. Then you spin the facts around, and on the back of them is the Declaration of Independence.
I
Like,
think I'm more like pop-up video than I am Nicolas Cage.
you are, and I like that way more than National Treasure.
Yeah.
I watched every episode of Pop Up Video. I
Gotta
don't know
love
if I
that.
got through National Treasure.
Or the second one, even more so.
I definitely didn't get to the second one, but
More of a treasure protector.
Nice. I kept throwing it out there, waiting for you to. You're slow. You need an audience again.
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
You're getting rusty since you don't have a bunch of people fucking screaming your name as you walk into a room on a Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah, I missed that.
Gourmet. Remember when then you could have 1,000 people chanting fucking gourmet at you?
Remember when we had 5,000 people in England doing it?
Chanting gourmet.
Gourmet.
Now imagine there's 5,000 people breathing at you.
Yeah, really.
Weaponizing their fucking COVID-y breath as they're like, gourmet.
I come out in a face shield and a body shield.
Welcome to the Hollywood Babble-On. I'm Kevin Smith. Oh, we got a show for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We can't hear you.
Oh, good night, penis a sandwich. That's too old. Well, on the road, we like to do...
don't even say that anymore.
We try to do the classic bits. Take your mask off. Why are you a fucking sheep?
Fucking wanker.
We believe that this protects... quick, go to Liam Neeson's car, quick. That's the end of the fucking show. Why are you British people so hostile? We flew a long way. Right now, a bunch of British fans are like, if that's the quality of the show, please don't come.
Please don't.
Yeah. Maybe a good
Leave us
thing.
to our memories.
Something good has come from this fucking COVID. You guys can't come talk to us anymore. We were just there.
Yeah, we were just there last year.
In when?
May of last year?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
I believe so.
May of the COVID?
No, May of last year. 2019.
Is that right?
Summer of last year.
So it was like a year and change ago.
Yeah.
Yes, because it was after we wrapped Reboot. Then you and me went out on the road, and then later on I went out on a Reboot tour months later and stuff.
Right.
It was after we finished shooting, after I was back from New Orleans.
Yeah,
wow,
that was February of last year. We shot. Right? I shot, I think, with you.
No, February of last year.
2019. Were you shooting?
Yeah, that's when we shot the movie.
Yeah, so it was after that. Yeah.
Yep. And I went to Manchester that day, fucking hung out.
Oh, that's right.
Ate a falafel fucking sandwich and walked around, saw the art. Oh, fucking love that city. And yet we go back and like, take your fucking mask off. I can't, I'm high risk.
We have to protect ourselves.
You're at a high risk of me kicking your arse, mate.
What happened to your accent?
What part of the body is an arse? You fucking know.
One day we'll.
That's
live
because there's
the
only
world
one
again.
guy in the audience. That's the only
That's
person
right,
there.
yeah.
So I have no choice but to talk to him. Look at me. I'm the only one here. You have to look at me. You have to do as I say. Might be a fucking look. If we were getting paid either way, it'd be a fun fucking show.
It would.
Just trying to make one guy laugh.
Yeah. Bring him up on stage, work him into the act.
Oh my god! And then he has to make himself laugh. It's like,
Exactly.
how do you fucking feel? He's like, you've turned the tables. I've learned something about myself tonight. Then we hit him with a spotlight. We give him let him do a monologue.
Boom, boom, boom.
As you can tell, I'm very baked.
Yes.
And you know who's not? The guy sitting across from me, without whom there was, and never will be a Hollywood Babble-On without him. Give it up for Mr. Ralph fucking Garman.
You all right? You going to make it to the end?
A little sleepy. No. I'm high, bro. In a good way.
Let's hear it from my bestest bat babble buddy, Mr. Kevin Smith.
That's me. And that is Hollywood Babble-On for this week. Caped Commentaries edition, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Ralph Garman.
Babble the fuck off. Good night, Gotham City.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.